Hey guys, Dusty with Project Nemesis Racing. Today we're going to go over my small fleet of vehicles and what our plans are for them. So first up on the list we have my 83 Camaro Z28. You can see I've kind of already started on it. This started off as bone stock. Had a 305 with a crossfire injection system on it. That's the motor for it, sitting right over there. I'll tell you about the upgrades that's getting. It's another engine I have that may or may not go in it. I'd probably go a different direction, but I'll get into that in a minute. So, like I said, this started off as a bone stock 83 Z28. Stock interior, stock engine, stock trans, stock rear, stock wheels. Everything was bone stock. So what I did was I pulled that out. I ended up picking up another 305 block, which is this block over here. We put TrickFlow Super 23 175cc heads on it. There's 1.6 roller rockers. Edelbrock Performer RPM intake. I have a 600 CFM carb on there. It's got a Comp Cams K12-600-4 camshaft in it. It's a flat tappet cam. Got myself a set of long tube headers there. And that's really all I got as far as the engine. I still got to get push rods for it and a couple of other, basic things for it. And for the wheels, I have American Racing AR23s. I got the stock size tire up front. In the rear, I have two 75/60 R15s. It's about a 28-inch tire. It's probably a bit much for the power I'm going to be making, but they look nice on the car. They fill out the rear end pretty well. Picked up 4-inch cowl hood for the front. So overall, pretty simple. This is kind of like my main project. I got a little bit of rust up on the firewall to fix and block off all the AC and heat stuff since I'm not going to be running it. It's got a 700 R4 trans sitting, I believe that's it right there. That is, because then I have my Turbo 350 over there. This block is a 383 block with a Scat Forge crank in it. What I'm thinking I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, I'm going to take the crank out of this, put it in the 305, and have the 305 machined to make that into a 334 stroker. Mostly just because I've already got so much money into the heads and everything for the 305. Actually, when I pulled the harmonic balancer off, I crushed the threads in the end of the crank because it's my first engine build, and I figured what better motor to do it on than a 305. So that is kind of where that sits right now. I got competition engineering 8-point roll bar, electric fans to go on it, and that's kind of where this sits right now. All said and done, I'm hoping to shoot for maybe, I don't know, mid-12 with the 305 block set up. Down the road, I have a 5.3 LS motor that's all blown apart, so that'll get built into the kind of the high horsepower motor, and that we'll be shooting for probably sub-10s. Next up on the list, I got my 91 Harley Sportster 883 with a 1250 big bore kit. And then I have my 92 Ninja ZX6. This is kind of like a full restoration. Needs engine rebuilt. Plastics are all broken. This is kind of the big build, but I refuse to get rid of it because this is the first bike I've ever bought. So we're going to get it fixed. I'll be able to ride it. It'll be fun. It'll be different. This is the first bike I bought that I've actually been able to ride on the road. So this one I bought basically almost as it sits. The front fender and the tank were gray and black. I went to go respray them, but the candy coat that I used was junk. It didn't hold up, so I have to redo that this winter. There'll probably be a whole video on that coming out. Supposedly has a 1250 big bore kit in it. It cruises along pretty good. It's comfortable, nice comfortable bike. Really, I'm just gonna kind of clean it up. I'll probably repaint the fender, get a new tail light, redo the pipes, repaint the tank, other fender. I have a set of 10-inch bars for it that I want, so it's a little bit more of a comfortable ride rather than the drag bars, as much as I love the drag bars. And really just clean this thing up, and it's really just my daily rider bike. This here is basically just my daily driver. It's a 2016 BMW 528i with X-Drive. It's got the N20 motor, so it's a 2-liter twin scroll turbo. Boots along pretty good. It's got niche Premio wheels, 19 by 8.5 in the front, 19 by 9.5 in the rear. It's just got a carbon lip spoiler and a muffler delete. Nothing crazy, just a very simple thing. I don't really plan on doing a whole lot with this. I think the only other thing I might do with it is do some drop springs in it just to close up that wheel gap a little bit. Then maybe a resonator delete, but nothing crazy. I gotta drive this thing every day. Good on gas, enough power to go have a little bit of fun, but it's not crazy fast. I already posted a couple videos of me doing some autocross stuff over at Lime Rock Park with it. It's a fun ride. Handles pretty well for a 4,000-pound car. But that's basically all I'm gonna do to that, and that'll be that. So that's my small fleet of cars that I have so far, and that's kind of where they sit right now. As I work on the Camaro, I'm gonna be recording and I'll be posting up stuff about that. In my intro video, you could see my buddy's Grand Prix. He's also a member of Project Nemesis, so I'll be able to get some footage of his car soon. We can go over that, do a whole build summary, and we can see where that goes. Hopefully we can make it to the track next season. The season's kind of over at this point. It's end of October. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Feel free to like and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video.